Welcome to the Norwegian Nobel Committee. My name is Mcall. Today you will have 5 minutes to present to me why you should be elected for a Nobel Prize. Please state your names for the record.
My name is Laynie Reed.
My name is Bailey Dean.
My name is Kathryn Smith.
Machi, the city of change, is the world's solution to this apocalypse. The city is located just off the coast of Japan, in Kumajima, Okinawa Prefecture.
It's important to mention that this model of our city spins only for presentation purposes and so that you can see the city clearly.
The city's name is a Japanese translation of the City of Change, which is an excellent representation of the city as it shows what must be done to save our planet from the devastating chaos climate change is causing.
Henkaku no Machi is a city entirely on the water. It can float due to many advanced technologies, such as the pouch under the city, which is full of polluted air and acts as a flotation device.
This air is redirected from the sky to the pouch, which keeps our skies clean.
This pouch is made of graphene, which is stronger than diamond.
A copper weave that reflects all the heat from carbon so that no thermal pollution occurs.
And thermoblock aerogel, which is a highly effective insulator. Huge pillars are also a tremendous help in the city's flotation. These pillars are on all sides of the city and help lead the city up as the water rises.
I'm seeing here that Henkaku no Machi is a circular city that's 7 miles in diameter. Can you tell me exactly how many people this entire city can hold?
The city houses 2 million people, most of which are Japanese. The base and pillars of the city are made of concretine, an extremely strong material which produces 30% less carbon emission during production than regular concrete because graphene is replacing some of the concrete. The base is 50 feet thick to support the entire city.
An outstanding feature of Henkaku no Machi is the incredible dome that towers over the entire city. This dome is retractable and stays down most of the time. It can be put up at any signs of disaster like hurricanes or tsunamis.
Wow, this is extraordinary, but it looks like it takes up a lot of power. How is this entire city powered?
Advanced cities like this also have futuristic energy sources. One energy provider is technology called Ocean Thermal Energy Conversion, or OTEC for short.
OTEC is a clean energy source which utilizes the cold and warm water of the ocean to create energy. Along with the energy, OTEC provides desalinated water, which is how Henkaku no Machi gets its clean drinking water.
Our city also uses tidal energy that can produce over 5 terawatt hours of energy annually, which is enough to power all of New York City.
Our last energy source that we depend on is solar. Solar energy is used less than the others, but it is in place as a precaution in case it is needed. Solar panels are spread along the bottom part of the dome. Solar is also a clean energy source just like the others.
All these energy sources are used together to create a balance and enough energy for the whole city.
I see that your city has very unique zoning. Can you tell me a bit more about that?
Henkaku no Machi has specific zonings for success. We organize the zonings by color.
Industrial is recognized by its dark, warm colors. Residential, pastel rainbow, and commercial consists of cooler
I think I've heard about your zoning before. It seems to consist of squares with industrial and commercial zones. These squares seem to be connected by residential zoning.
That's right. The squares with industrial and commercial zoning are 1 mile by 1 mile altogether, with the industrial zone in the middle, half square mile, and the commercial zone on the outside of this, half square mile.
This zoning scheme allows the city's futuristic maglev subway to run efficiently through every part of the city without having to go long distances.
There are multiple of these squares within Henkaku no Machi. Between each of these squares are mile-wide residential zones, with different sections of this being looked over by different elected representatives.
Alright, interesting. Would you mind explaining what the climate is like in Kumajima?
Climate of Kumajima currently never gets above 90 degrees and never below 61 degrees. Global warming is a big aspect of climate change.
Global warming is growing more and more intense, mainly due to all the pollutants being put out into the environment by us humans. Globally, the temperatures are expected to rise 3 to 7 degrees due to global warming.
Even with that increase, Kumajima maintains good
Can
temperatures.
I ask what you've done to deserve this award? So far, all you've done is explain a high-tech city.
As said before, we use OTEC, tidal barrages, and solar panels to provide clean energy for the city.
These power sources help the city maintain little to no emissions let out, in turn helping the environment.
Our city also uses carbfix to reduce emissions by taking carbon and making it into rock to use for buildings, decor, and more.
I've recently heard that the automotive industry isn't very fond of your city. Can you please explain why that is?
Henkaku no Machi has ceased the usage of cars, replacing them with magnetic subways that are located all over the city. These help less air pollution to get into the air from cars, since there are no cars to let out that pollution.
Machi using to make its infrastructure innovative and to help combat climate change.
An example of innovative infrastructure is breath bricks. When a building is built with them, they help to filter the air that comes into the building of CO2 and other pollutants.
Even though
Dome Machi attracts people from all over the world because of the advanced technology and the extensive public services.
And lastly, we do see that there are things that could go wrong with the dome or the pouch, but we believe that our engineers have tried their very best and that nothing will go
Well,
wrong.
it seems like building a city on the water would be an extraordinary challenge. However, you have an amazing city with lots of futuristic innovations like OTech, the dome, and much more. All in all, your city is one of the future, and you will all be nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize.